Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Angels of Enlightenment. I hope everybody's having a great day, because it's been kind of rough with these energies, I'll tell you that much. So I have a message for the collective. Actually, I got a notification on my phone that I wanted to share with you. And then I wanted to talk about Mars and Venus that's coming up on, I believe, the 16th of February. I'm going to read you that as well, because that's going to be a very important transit, because it's the feminine and the masculine energy. So, you know, that Mars is male energy and Venus is feminine energy. So I kind of wanted to, you know, talk about that after the video. Well, not after the video, after what I'm going to show you. I wish I could do a screen share, but I have to still figure that out. What else? So actually we're gonna hop right onto the video, onto the notification that I got. It's called DNA Awakening. There was a message there for you guys, because we're going through this big transition, this big transformation, and which we have been. I've been, like I said, I've been on my path, on my spiritual path. It's been 4 years, January 18th. I started January 18th of 2018, and we're in 2022. So it's been 4 years for myself. So, and I know others are awakening, and others are going through their own transitioning and stuff like that. So I just wanted to give this message out to you guys, to the collective. Okay, I know I'm supposed to do a feminine and masculine. I'm still trying to, it's been kind of rough with the masculine energy that I've been picking up on. So I kind of didn't want to read on that energy just right now, because I've been trying, not trying, but I've been I'm very sensitive to energy. So I really kind of just did not want to go into the masculine energy, because I'm going through my own personal stuff. So, that's been coming up for me as well, so I can heal. Okay, so that's why I haven't done the masculine read, because their energy is so heavy, it's ridiculous. But hold on. Here we go.
Aloha, divine light beings. The planet and mankind are undergoing a radical transformation that is unprecedented in history. There is no longer any reality to the old world. What remains is the illusion of the old world and the old world rules that have persisted throughout history. Duality and separation are used to describe these concepts. When a result, as our new light bodies develop for the new Earth, we now have two spinal columns, one in the physical form and one in the etheric, or rather, in the light body as it is activated in phases over the course of 7 years. The new Earth is brimming with togetherness, harmony, wealth, co-creatorship, serenity, and vast heart-expanded consciousness, all rooted in the knowledge that every one of us has divine potential inside ourselves. One as a global entity, after all. When projected via the open heart core and with enormous love, nothing is impossible anymore, everything is possible. In an almost frantic attempt to maintain its shape and form, the old order and programming are losing its grip on reality. The more they try, the more formless they become, the more they are spun out of shape, and the greater their fear. The new Earth and the new golden era have already developed and are, in fact, already present under our feet and inside our own bodies and forms, as well as being ever present in our souls. This is the new Earth and the new golden age. It is pulsing, and it is flowing into the chamber. The floodgates of heaven have opened, and the presence of God is now really felt on Earth. The result is that our sacred heart centers, as well as our higher minds, psychic, channeling, transmitting, and tuning talents, will become completely engaged, and we will be able to access cosmic information, knowledge, and wisdom, which will aid us in co-creating the new golden era. We will be through significant transformations over the next several months as the old planet continues to dissolve. The old systems and old methods are phased out, and we transition into a new way of being. Indeed, the more some people cling to the past, the more they will discover that it is all fading away. The elderly have lost their ability to maintain their shape. The new Earth is alive and well. The woman in front of you is a stunning, vivacious, healthy, and living human who is dancing and singing with delight. In the fifth, she has had a rebirth, and she is now racing with enthusiasm and exultation towards the seventh, where she will find her natural form. It seems unlikely that we will be able to build a bridge between the old Earth and the new Earth if the light body is activated in a synchronized manner. The old physical form takes a little longer to adapt, despite the fact that many are now working on the new Earth and so in that much higher dimensional condition. However, the old physical body is there and already adjusting. The spinal column functions as a lightning rod, an energy conductor, and more than that, as a tuning fork, acting as a cosmic antenna that tunes into the cosmic spinal column as well as the spinal column of the planet. When there are two things, the old and the new, they will coexist until the old entirely disappears. This is due to the fact that we are still very much physically connected with the old planet, despite the fact that we are shifting.
And of course, they had to do that to me. Of course.
That we are shifting. We anticipate that you will all notice significant movement inside your spinal column right about now. This is due to the second spine being more active in some people, and even growing in certain people whose light bodies are triggered during the earliest phases of the process of awakening. As the old Earth completely disintegrates, the whole range of activations will be made available to us. Her ascension is accompanied by that of the whole solar system and Milky Way galaxy, and she is actually being carried into the highest dimensions by a tremendous cosmic tidal wave of change, and she is riding that tidal wave with delight. The new spinal column will certainly tell a great deal about ourselves, which we must now memorize in order to be able to walk on the new planet. In time, as it becomes more and more active, we will begin to reclaim our complete global mastery, reconnect with all aspects of our soul, and reclaim our galactic and universal citizenship to the greatest extent possible. Seek approval inside yourself rather than seeking it from others. If you can navigate the great changes with ease, you will be able to rise even higher into your genuine self as well as your new self as well as your enlarged self, your honest self, and the new Earth. You will get assistance throughout the process. The ability to materialize into form and existence in far greater ways and degrees, as well as within the confines of divine rules, will now be available to us. In addition to this, from the sacred heart, as one with the divine and the ultimate truth within oneself. Awaken those of you who are still lingering between worlds, between the old density of shapes, the old division, the old alienation, the old programming, and everything else that 3D includes. Because, in fact, you will learn that you are no longer able to keep your physical form, that you are changing, and that the more you passionately cling to something, the more it will evaporate and vanish. Allow yourself to let go of previous attachments. You can never be removed from the divine, nor can you be separated from the divinity that is within you. You are, in fact, one with the whole of creation. You are the conduit through which creation lives and breathes. You are a magnificent spirit, and you are also a member of the cosmos. The heavenly presence is manifested on earth via the medium of your soul. Allow the Almighty Source to fill you, lead you, and transform you into who you really are. Instead of being afraid of the changes and the evaporation of all that has come before, embrace them. Let us keep in mind that the highest roads are those that pass through the heart and soul, rather than those that pass via the head. When ideas, concepts, and visions first arise from the heart and soul, and with great soul, the mind performs its role to perfection. The mind is then used to bring these ideas, concepts, and visions into physical form and existence by devising novel ways of bringing them into physical form and existence. In this manner, the heart and the head are in sync with one another. Due to its desire for oneness and unification with a great deal of love, the higher soul self will always adhere to divine and global principles. It is always striving to co-create within the boundaries of divine rules. The soul is limitless in its capacity. The same may be said about love. That is when mankind will have fully learned the teachings of Atlantis as well as those that came before it, and when it will have become a way of life once again.
Are you drinking coffee raw, coffee.
Oh, there you go.
These
Other
things you can put in
interruption.
your body. In fact, some studies have found people
have become a way of life once again. When we finally realize that we are all souls on a single eye-wing journey through eternity, and that we each have the responsibility to create the best life possible for ourselves and others, while also being in harmony with Mother Earth, nature, and everything within and upon her, we will be able to return to a state of harmony, balance, and simplicity. It does not imply that we should ignore the shadow, but rather that we should allow the light and the shadow to balance each other out in order to achieve the maximum possible state of balance. The shadow is just as important as the light in this situation. Indeed, when they reach a state of equilibrium with one another, they achieve the divine harmony and balance, because everything of God's creation is harmonious in its whole. It is in a more balanced condition than before. As the scales of balance between light and darkness continue to teeter dangerously between the two extremes, it is imperative that we all go deeply inside our own hearts and souls in order to find fresh meaning and purpose for our existence. We must place all of our preconceived conceptions, our programming, our preconceived ideas, our difficulties, our successes, and our deepest prayers of our hearts, souls, and beings onto the hallowed altars of the divine, and allow the divine to receive them. Keep in mind that it is not just the individual souls who are being addressed at this time, but the whole collective. In reality, ancient family karma, old nation karma, and old global karma all play a role. The shadow is there to warn us that we will not be able to rise as a collective whole until we all choose to forgive and let go of all of our anger, resentments, anxieties, and disease as a collective whole. Because, at our most fundamental levels, we are all one. We all have a mixture of darkness and light inside of us. They are, in reality, we, the people. Intense and massive heart opening. When we rediscover a sense of profound care for others, for our fellow men and women, characterizes this period. More significant changes in our state of awareness will take place as our hearts open, since we are beginning to comprehend that it is only through the heart that we can see clearly. All else is an illusion. The heart and soul have the ability to expand across the universe. They are not restricted to the planet Earth. True to your cosmic nature and spirit, you are you. The times when we have truly abandoned everything, we are transformed into nothingness. The cosmos, on the other hand, despises a vacuum. The minute you are empty, the divine love and guidance, as well as infinite knowledge and light, will rush in to fill this space. When you continue watching and listening to our YouTube channel, completing our assignments, and sharing the word about this new knowledge, you will become fully equipped with fifth dimensional conscious awareness. There is a comment box at the bottom of this page where you can share your thoughts.
So that was your message. Which was very interesting on what they said about the 12, like your spinal cord. So you know that your pineal gland, it's in the back, like it's your third eye. So your pineal gland, it's in the middle of your spinal, well, on top of your, like in the brain, but it's on your spinal column. So your pineal gland, it's part of your spinal column. So it goes down to your root chakra, which is your tailbone of your skeleton system of your body, right? So it's so odd that they were saying that about if you're having like tingly feelings or, you know, whatever the case may be, like on your spine, that's Kundalini awakening. It's awakening your Kundalini energy so you can how can I say it? Like a caterpillar, you know how they morph? That's pretty much the same thing as your spinal column. When you are in your Kundalini energy, when it awakens, and that's when that's your sexual energy. So how I got my Kundalini awakening was through my twin. So that's how I became awakened, was through the Kundalini energy, the root chakra. It ignited. Okay. So, but when I got into my, when I did my integrated energy therapy license, when I got that, it's, so the first class, because you have three classes 4 classes. You have 4 classes in integrated energy therapy. So what happens is when you go into your attunements, when you go into your class, they activate the first to 5 strand of DNA. Okay. So then when you get into your master level, which is your 4th class, because 1, 2, and 3, those are your classes that you take. That's your activation of your first to 5 strand DNA. So when you get your last attunement, which is your master level, you attune to the 6 to 12 strand of DNA, meaning you're activating your DNA, you're activating all your whole spinal column, meaning you can never go back. You can never go backwards. And if you try, it's just going to be chaos, destruction, and it's just going to be, it's crazy. Once you try to go back to your original non-awakening state, it can never happen. You can never go back to sleep. Never, ever. Once you become awakened, you cannot go back to sleep at all. Just saying. So if you're getting those energies that's going up and down your spine, that is activating so you can start walking your spiritual path, so you could start doing what you're meant here to do. Like I say, it's very important to look at your astrology, look at your numerology. It all correlates with the energies that are going on right now. Especially, we're going into not Mercury. I don't know why I just said Mercury. We're going into Mars and Venus, and I'm going to actually read you an article about Mars and Venus. Like I said, remember, Mars is masculine energy. Venus is feminine energy. It's more calming. The male energy is more fiery, outgoing, like, you know how the masculines are. They're like, but also masculines could be in a feminine energy as well. They can have that loving, kind, nurturing, loving, peaceful, joyful energy, right? So it's balancing out those two, like the video was saying. Like I've always tell you guys, we all have dark and we all have light. We all have light and we all have dark. It's balancing out the darkness and the light within yourself, the shadow aspects, the negative aspects within yourself. Okay, that's what that is. It's balancing out the masculine, feminine energy within yourself. Not just that, like I said, it's the positive, negative aspects of oneself. Okay, so hold on. I have to open my email real quick because I wanted, like I said, I'm going to read you Mars and Venus because they're conjoining together. Now, if I could find it, hold on. Here it goes. Mars and Venus in Planetary War. So I'm giving you what's going to be happening for the next 3 months with Venus and Mars, which are going to be opposing each other. Okay, so here it goes. We have Mars and Venus traveling together side by side for the next 3 months, but they're not exactly the best travel companions. And that's going to make the journey a little bumpy along the way, not only for them, but for us too. When 2 planets are conjoined within 1 degree of each other for a long time, it is called a planetary war. This is when 2 planets are invading each other's space and fighting against each other. The conjoining itself is not unusual. Planets come together within 1 degree of each other all the time. It happens regularly. Mars and Venus were together last at 1 degree of each other in July of 2021. It's a long conjunction and the planetary war between fiery Mars and peaceful Venus, which is rare. Why are Venus and Mercury together at this time? It is rare occurrence for Mars to be in line with or overtake Venus, because Venus usually travels faster. Venus just came out of retrograde. As a result, is moving slower, about half its usual speed and at a similar rate to the speed of Mars. This gives slower moving Mars a chance to hustle and overtake on February 16th, after which Venus overtakes on March 6th, which both remaining 1 degree of each other until 12th of March. So until the 12th of March. So for the next few months, they will be traveling on top of each other at pretty much the same degree. They'll be traveling in Sagittarius. February 27th, when they exile, conjoin in Capricorn in and continue their journey together until April 27th. April 27th. What does this mean for us? Okay, so this is what it means for all of us as a whole, as a collective, with Mars and Venus conjoining together. Mars and Venus are opposing. Mars rules male energy and Venus rules feminine energy, like I was telling you. Mars is a planet of war and Venus is a planet of peace and balance. They couldn't be any more different if they tried. On 11th of February, both the planets start in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about finding the truth, abiding by the law and the end, and the need for justice. With all that is happening in the world, people are seeking the truth, seeking justice, and there will be a need for the truth to be known. And I have a feeling with that, it's the political aspect of what's going on now with the mask mandates, the vaccines, Fauci's emails, and Hunter Biden's laptop, etc., etc. If you guys have not gone through the rabbit hole, let's just say something that it's mind-boggling. Let's just put it that way. So let's finish. On February 26th, Mars moves to Capricorn and Venus does also the next day on the 27th. Mars will be exalted here in Capricorn until April 7th. Hey, Amy. This means we might experience an indestructible energy, will be effective and responsive, but we could creep into militant and overbearing mode. So keep a check on that. We may feel more impatient with others, especially if they do things their own way and not yours, or have confrontational interactions with others. So be aware. What can you do? And pretty much what can you do with this transit in the next 3 months? It's taking care of you, minding yours, doing what you need to do, pretty much. Yes. Hey, Ames. How are you? How's it going? How are you feeling today? Yes, it's going on. Yeah, it's going on in the collective, but also in ourselves too. So yeah, you're right about that. You are right. So that's what Amy said. Yeah, I'm good too. How are you feeling today, Aim? How's it going over there? I just came to pop up real quick. I've been procrastinating for a few days. And I'm like, okay. Because the energies have been crazy, man. It's been like, what the heck? And it's the masculine energy too. It's like, let's not talk about that. let's just hold up on that one. The masculines are going through some shenanigans. They're going through a reconstruction in a whole, especially the ones that are not going into their soul's mission, soul's path. Yeah, it's been like, what the heck? And and if you're looking at the planets, it's correlating with what's going on in the planets. Just saying. Hold on. I'm going to actually grab some cards real quick. Let's see what they have for us today. Okay, let's see. None of my guys are on today. They're usually on. So it's just you and I and Amy. Have you been feeling drained? I've been feeling so tired. I've been going to bed at 9 o'clock. It's been crazy. And I'm like, what the heck, man? week. I've been dragging ass, okay? And hear this, I also missed work yesterday. I was supposed to go to work yesterday. There's been so much confusion. So I was like, oh, I guess I was, it's been crazy. So whatever. But let's pull some numerology cards actually. I've been asked to pull those, and I'm gonna pull out my decks. I got 3 decks. I don't know which one they want me to use. So I'm going to, I heard give a message to Amy. Hold on, Amy. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to use my deck with you, Aim. This is my deck. No. I want to do Kundalini yoga. Actually, my hairstylist, she's a Kundalini teacher. And she's like, why don't you try Kundalini yoga? And I'm like, that sounds interesting, but like, she's like, but you're going to have to go to Albany. Well, like upper, like, and I'm like, I can't travel that far all the time. You know what I mean? Just to go do Kundalini yoga. Yours was in 2012. Mine was in 2017. Between 2017 and 2018. Yeah, she said because she does hair. So, and she's in charge of her dad's salon, which is her salon as well. So she doesn't have any time. And I was like, man, you should teach me. But I haven't seen her in like 2 years since COVID. So I need to go get my hair done. Obviously, it needs some help. It really does. And I don't dye my hair. I never dyed my hair. I haven't dyed my hair since I was 16. So I haven't, and I don't want to. I don't mind the grays. I don't mind the grays. Amy, do you mind the grays? Because I don't mind the grays. I got a few up there. Let's see what we have for you, Amy. Because I heard give you a message first. I don't know. So let's see. Message for Amy, please. And just to let you guys know, I do readings for subscribers if I'm asked to. So, power. They want you to have power. Can you see that? Power. They want you to have power. Keep on moving forward. You have so much power within yourself that you have not even discovered yet. That's what I heard. Clairvoyance. I heard clairvoyance. I don't know why. They want you to tap more into your clairvoyance power. Let's see what else we have. Amy. Whoa. That was a lot of cards. Okay, they want me to take them. Yeah, I don't mind the grays. I'm starting to get a little like laugh wrinkles here. And I'm like, yeah, that means I'm happy. That's all that means. That means I smile a lot. Well, my kids keep me smiling, so. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards out. So we have patience. They want you to have patience. Kind. And that's true because you are kind. Amazing. Remember that you are amazing no matter what circumstances or situations that you are going through. You are always remember that you are amazing. Remember that you are kind, but don't let people use your kindness for weakness either, okay? That's what I heard. Complete. Remember that you are complete. You don't need anyone to complete you. You are completed. Star. You are the star of the universe. You are part of the stars. Or I heard you're going to get clarity about a situation. Because remember, stars are illuminations as well. And we have uneasy. They want you to stop feeling uneasy with whatever situation that you're going through. That's why they want you to have patience. And whole. Remember that you are whole. and to let go of fear. They want you to let go of fear. That's what's making you uneasy. Yeah, it does, right? Feeling like you needed to bust out, huh? So yeah, they want you to let go of fear, have patience, have power within your own abilities. They want you to go inwards and keep on rediscovering yourself. Remember, when we go in, we find answers that we seek, right? But remember that you are amazing, you are kind, you are completed, or a cycle is going to be completing for you as well. That's so crazy you say that, Amy. We're going to talk about this real quick. About I completely get where you're coming from with the fear because of panic attacks and mental health abuse, mental abuse. And I've been through, like, if you look at my stories, I've been through the same similar situations as well. I was not married, but I was with my husband. I still call him my husband because I was with him for 15 years and I dealt with all the shit that nobody else dealt with. And whatchamacallit, there was a lot of mental, physical. He also did things to me when he was drunk that when I told him no, he still proceeded to do, meaning rape. But that was when he was highly intoxicated and drugged up. He never did it when he was sober, ever. And I don't even think he didn't even remember, as a confirmation. He didn't even remember that he was doing it either. What else? My mother, I was adopted, so I had a lot of abuse there. My mom bullied me throughout my whole life. So, and in school, I was like, so I understand where your panic attacks, I completely get where that fear, because I was in a really big fear based, because I was mentally abused and I thought I was never going to be anything, because that's what I was told. That's what I was programmed to be feared of everything. So I was ending up in these toxic friendships and relationships, and I didn't understand why until I met my twin 4 years ago, and I started my spiritual path, and he helped me tremendously on my path. But I did it, like, he helped me awaken. So he was a catalyst to my awakening. I'm not saying he helped me like he would, with a lot of other stuff, but he helped me through my transition. Just meeting him pretty much helped me to be where I'm at today. As I said, that it's 3333. So if it was, like I said, if it wasn't for my twin meeting him, I would still be in toxic situations, even with him. So me leaving that behind and me starting my spiritual path and being enlightened to a lot of things, it helped me evolve to where I'm at now. I was scared to do YouTube. That was my biggest fear. I didn't know how to do tarot card, oracle cards. I created my own decks, which I'm trying to copy right now. I'm trying to figure that out. So I'm also working on my poem book, which I put to the side, which I will be doing, just not now. That's not where they want me just now. So I've been working on my mental health, childhood wounds. And if you guys would look in the description box below, I do have videos to help you with childhood wounds, all that good stuff to go within. Sometimes we suppress, sometimes we forget, and things come up and we're like, oh, okay. So when we do these hypnosis on ourselves or healing sessions on ourselves, it's to let go of that so we don't attract that back into our field of our auroric field, or or energetic field. Yeah, well, there you go. There was a confirmation that your cycle is coming to an end. So hold on. Let's see. I have my other deck that I created as well. I created this Lotus deck. They're all for sale. So if you guys want to purchase any of my decks, just please, I will put my email in the bottom in the description box below. And you guys could get some cards. Life is too short. Message for Amy. What's the message for Amy? So remember, you're not here to fit in. So that's your message. Remember that you are not here to fit in. Life is too short. Never quit. And I did fix these decks, so I'm just letting you know. There's no E in quit. So I try to fix it multiple times. I did get it fixed, so it's fixed. So when you guys order it, they will. It's fixed. It doesn't have an E. Okay, guys, just letting you know. That's crazy you said that, because that's what I've been doing since I've been on my spiritual path. That's what I've been doing. And you know what? I'm going to tell you, once you work on yourself and you let all that go in your field, I'm going to tell you your family structure will be so much better. But you have to do it continuously. You have to be dedicated to your healing. So once you heal, you're healing your whole family lineage. You're healing what others did not do in their life, and this is your time to heal that within your dynamic, so your children don't bring it into their children's life. You know what I mean? Thank you. You're welcome. And here, never be bitter, be better. I love this card. I love my deck. I love this deck. Never be better, be better. Like I said, don't be petty Betty. So you know how other readers says, don't be a Karen. I'm saying don't be a petty Betty. Don't be a petty Betty. I have my adopted sister. Well, I'm adopted. She's not. So her name is Betty. So, and she's petty as hell. So it just like one day I was doing something on YouTube and I said Petty Betty, and I'm like, and I got a download. I was like, oh yeah, that reminds me of somebody I know, you know? So it's pretty funny. Petty Betty. Yay! I hope you like that. That's cool. So yeah, in the description box below, there's I believe like 3 or 4 meditations. One is for my mom. She has a YouTube channel. She's my spiritual mom. She's not my real mom. She's my spiritual mom. It's called Terra Laura Naturals. You guys should check her out. She does meditations. She also talks about the pyramid, about the 369 energy pyramid. I have a copper pyramid that I go under. It's helped me through, because I have a lot of health issues. If you guys look at my old videos, I just had surgery last year. I was in my, pretty much, it was that or die. So I had to get surgery so I could still be here. And I'm grateful that I am, because guess what? I'm still doing YouTube, you know, and I'm still helping others that are willing to help themselves. Okay. That's what we're here for. So, okay. So let's do a collective read, since we already did. That was your message, Amy. So, yeah, that was your message. So let's do a collective read real quick. Or actually, I'm going to come back in a little bit and do one, because that's kind of like, it kind of correlated with what the message was earlier with loving yourself, going through this process, and balancing out the masculine and feminine energy within oneself, knowing that you need your shadow self, you need the negative part of yourself, so you can go into the light so you can transmute that energy. Okay. You're welcome. Yeah, I know. It was so cool to catch you on, Amy. You actually were the only ones. Usually that way's on. Mario's on. Marlena, if you don't know who Marlena is, Marlena Vibe, we do videos together. She does numerology. I don't do numerology. She does. She does numerology and astrology. Numerology and zodiacs together. So if you would like to check out her channel, I'll put her in the link description box below as well. We do collaborations sometimes. So I asked her actually yesterday. I went to her shop. She's a barber, and she's also a twin flame too. So we had a conversation yesterday. I was like, hey, we got to do another video soon. So you might see her soon on my channel again. She might host. I'm not sure. We haven't decided that yet. And Jesus is another one. He's my shaman. He does egg therapy. He does energy holes to see where your holes are in your energy fields. He does tarot as well. He reads tarot cards. He also takes out there's one that says there's a video called it's Jesus and myself. There's a video that we collaborated together, and he took some stuff off of me that my mom and my twins baby mother did, and the girl that was supposedly pregnant with his child. That's an interesting story that you guys could look at as well. So I had multiple people doing spell work on me. So he helped me throughout that transition. He's amazing. He comes on my channel. He was on my channel once. So I'm trying to get him on my channel again. I also did Reiki on him as well. So I worked with him and he worked with me. So it was kind of like he needed me and I needed him. So it was like God brought us together for a reason. And I'm glad that he did, because I was in a really, really fucked up place. I'm going to say I was, because of all the magic everybody was doing. So if nobody believes in magic, it's true. I lived it. So I know it. Thank you. Yes. I know. Thank you so much. Yeah, you have to love your shadow self, because remember, that's where you evolved from. Was from that dark place. You know what I'm saying? So you can, from that darkness, you can come to the light, but also respect the darkness, because remember, you were in that dark place for such a long time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I also want to do healing sessions with people, but it's so hard, Amy, because of the fact that I did work on someone that ended up getting the vaccine. And I'm going to say it, as I said that it's 4334. Someone that got the vaccine, I ended up getting, I don't know what the hell it was, but I was in, like, it was a rough 2 days. Let's just say the first day that I did a session with someone, I was out like a light. I was out like a light. I couldn't function. I couldn't move. I was just, it was bad. So like, that's why I can't provide Reiki sessions. Integrated energy therapy, that's more hands-on. So that's kind of complicated as well to do. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm just meant to be here doing what I'm doing right now. So, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm also going to be doing meditation videos soon. I have backed up projects that I haven't even posted yet. So hopefully soon, when I get my mind more centered with all these retrogrades, and it's been, especially like I said, I'm sensitive to energy. So it's been a little complicated for me for the last few days. And I'm also been picking up on the masculine energy. They're going through a tough time too. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, that's why we can't, like, if you are really true divine twin, it's hard to be in a relationship with anyone, period. I don't care what anybody says. It's in my chart. It's in my numerology. Yes, they are. There is a such thing as twin flames. If you guys do more research on your chart, you will see, and your numerology. Yes, it's not an exciting journey. I tell you that much. But it helps you to get where you need to be. It helps you heal within yourself, and it also, you can attract the life that you also want for yourself. Okay, and it also helps you. So yes, it's a blessing, but also a curse, but also a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise to meet this particular individual that helped you to be the catalyst to your awakening. So it wasn't peaches and creams, but hey, it is what it is, right? But we all are here, and we all are evolving into a better version of ourselves, not just a better version of ourselves, but loving ourselves, putting ourselves first. Because remember, we were always the givers, we were never the receivers. So us going on our spiritual path, putting our life on the divine's hands and saying, hey, God, you choose what's best for me, and watch your world transform in such a big way that your mouth would be jaw dropped on the progress that you have. If you guys look at my 2008 videos till now, it's been a big major transition for me, and I'm glad and grateful for all of my subscribers, because remember, you guys help us as well. Also, we help you, but you guys help us keep on going, to keep on pushing forward, to do more videos, to do more creative projects. You know what I'm saying? So it takes two to mingle, right? It takes two to tangle. Well, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for us sharing our stories, we wouldn't be here. So it's a give and take, and it's equal give and take. It's like, I'm not giving more than I'm receiving. This is what we're supposed to be doing as a collective, is giving ourselves to first, to give ourselves the love, and then we can share our stories, and we can share the love that we have within ourselves. It's not about the romance. It's about the individual's path. And I like this because I did make a video about this. It's like everybody wants to be a twin, and it's like, no, you really don't. I like the experience that I got out of it. I got a lot of knowledge. I got a lot of understanding, and understanding the outer world, so I can understand. But I had to understand myself. I had to unlock certain things that I had to within myself. As I said, that I was 47. I've always had gifts since I was a little kid. I just didn't understand, because there's no schools that teach you how to use these tools until you get older and you start running into people, and people are like, hey, look, da 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 da, and you're like, oh, okay, well, and you're like, oh, I never understood this about myself. You know what I mean? What the heck? But yeah, it's like, yeah, no, you don't. Because my experience with my twin was ridiculous. You guys could check out the stories. It's fucking ridiculous. He is fucking ridiculous. But yeah, they just help us to get where we need to be. They are the catalyst to our awakening. They are the catalyst to where we are now. So I'm grateful for that, but not through all the bullshit that I was put through. Fuck no. No. I know. You are correct about that. That's why, Amy, that's why I haven't done a video for the Masculine Collective, because I'm like, dude, I've been feeling their energy, and I'm like, I can't do a reading. I just can't. I just don't have the energy to actually do a reading, because they're draining, man. The masculines are draining. Yes, and then they want to call us crazy, Amy, and then they want to call us crazy. Sorry, we're not. So I actually have a trick for you, Amy, on that one. Okay, that's perfect. You said that. Okay, hold on. That's perfect. You said that right here. Sometimes I just want to tell him to go away. Okay, so this is what you do. So at nighttime before you go to bed, put some frequency music, and that helps out a lot. Trust me, it's helped me because he communicates, and I could tell when he does, because his numbers pop up everywhere, and certain, like a song popped up on yesterday. It was pretty interesting, and I was like, what? I'd never heard this guy before. It was called Someone. I never heard this guy before. I was like, what the heck? It just popped up on my playlist on YouTube, and I clicked on it, and I'm like, so I heard the song, and I was like, okay, I get it, you know. So they also go through music too. They also communicate through music, just to let you know. But what you can do, how to shield yourself, is use frequency music at night before you go to bed. Keep like an 8-hour one, and I'm telling you, your life will be so much better. Yeah. We're not crazy. We know. We weren't chosen for this path for fucking nothing. Like, really? Like, come on now. Yeah, so use frequency music, Amy. That helps me so I don't have to and salt baths. Do salt baths. Salt baths are very, very important. Do salt baths. I'm telling you, they work. Yeah, me and my twin don't keep in touch at all. It's better that way because he still hasn't confronted the fact that the child is not his, it's brother's. So it's like everybody in town knows, and it's sad. It's a really sad story. And also he doesn't even know that his father is not his father. Oops, did I just say something? So pretty much the same scenario that he's going through. The same scenario that he's going through now about the child that's not his is the same that with his mom and his father. So his father is not his real father. His father is someone that I know. Like I said, we have gifts. We could tap into them. So it's not like I care to know. It just pops up. So pretty much he's living out the cycle, what his mom did to his father. He doesn't even know that that's not his father because they look alike. Let's just say that. They look alike, so that's why it was confusing. But there's a big story behind that, and I can't say. As I said, that is 5255. Yeah, my twin has father and mother issues, like I did, though. So I can't really say I have father and mother issues. I was adopted. I was molested at the age of 5 until 14. So like I you know what I mean? It is what it is. But he's following the same footsteps his mom is, but he didn't know. I don't think she knew either because she was messing around with 2 people at the same time, just as well as he was. He had somebody else. Supposedly there was another girl pregnant too, and then I ended up pregnant back in. I found out when I lost our child. I was 2 months pregnant, almost 3 months. We were together in August of 2019, and then I had a miscarriage I had a miscarriage between the ending of October, the beginning of November, because in November I ended up getting my Master Reiki license. So it was, and I was really sick at that time as well. So it was me being sick. I didn't know what was going on with me at the time. I was in the bed. I couldn't eat. I lost a lot of weight. What happened was I had this cyst that was really fucking with me, and I was sick for 2 years until I finally got my surgery last year. I almost died actually from the cyst. So we lost our child 2 years ago. He didn't know about it. I didn't tell him. So there's a story about that too. If you guys look back in my other videos, there's a whole story about that, me losing our child. I didn't find out until so August, September, October. I was 3 months pregnant, about between 2 and 3 months pregnant at the time when I lost our child. So yeah, all of us were pregnant. And the two are not his kids. The only one that was actually his was ours. And we didn't end up having it. She ended up having hers, and she lied about it. So that's a big, crazy story. It was. Yeah, that I get the same thing too, Amy, but you know what? We have to let them go on their own way so they could find their own way, because they're meant to do bigger things, but we can't always keep on guiding them. They have to eventually do it on their own. As I said, it's 5555. Yeah. Sad. But I'm going to be leaving because I have to get dinner ready. I'm making empanadas tonight with cheese. And I have to go pick up my kids at 12 o'clock. I wish they could get out at 2:30. But I have to pick them up at 12. I have to make dinner. And I have to get ready for work tomorrow because it's going to be a long, long day. I won't be home all day. So I got to get stuff ready. Yeah, me either. I wouldn't do that either. I don't play that shenanigans. I'm not doing that. That's why I left 2 years ago. And that's why he's claiming a child that's not his. So that's sayonara, dude. Sayonara. So yeah. But I will be back. Actually, since we've been talking about the masculine, I guess I should do a reading. Oh God. Actually, hold on. Let's just see real quick. Hold on. Let's just see. I have my cards out. Not my cards, but actually, I'm going to use my deck. Let's see what the masculine, real quick. The masculine energy. Hold on. Masculine energy. Let's see. Wow. Cancer. Remember I told you we're going into Mars and Cancer? Big rude awakening for the masculine. Big rude awakening. You see? This isn't my other deck I created. I created this one as well. And this one was done on the computer. I did this by hand on the computer. So that's why it looks a little choppy, but I wanted it to be unique. I wanted it to be mine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cancer, this Cancer, the Mars and Cancer for the next 3 months, they're about to go through a big, big shift. That's all I got to say. And we have solar plexus, guilt, shame, resentment, anger, bitterness, you name it. That's what they're feeling. And that's their sacral. And that's what the mat wants is going on. Yeah, they're going through it, guys. They're going through it. And these ones have the gold seal on them. You see the gold? This was my most expensive deck that I created because of the gold sealed. I wanted it to be a gold sealed because of the fact that I wanted to pick up on the energy. So I was like, ooh, I heard, and look, what? Look it. You see this, right? Wait, you see this? Look it. I split the deck. Saturn. What is Saturn? Karma. What was I saying? They're going through some crazy shit, right? Well, look it. Confirmation. Saturn. Karma. You can't make this shit up, man. And look. Really? Really? That was cool. Yeah, they're going through some shit, man. And they're not speaking their truth. Their throat chakra's clogged. They're gasping for air. They're gasping. They're gasping for air. Let's pray for them, you know. That's all you can do. That they see the light at the end of the tunnel. So, all right, guys, that was a quick read. That was just a quick. But I will be back and to do a masculine read. I will do that later on tonight when the kids are in bed, because my kids will be in my room and harassing me, so they won't leave me alone if I do it when they're awake. So, but all right, guys, I will catch you on the next live. Thank you for joining my live today. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. Also, please press the notification button so each time I post, you will get notified. Please also check me out on my other platforms. I have my OopTube, my Rumble, and my Telegram. I do post on Telegram a lot, so please check out my Telegram. Is in my About section. And yeah, you guys get some cool information. I post when I can, but I mostly post there. So I will catch you guys on the next live. Take care and God bless you all. And remember to love yourself. Bye. Yes. Yes. It's about to go down, Amy. It's about to go down. With my crazy ass hair. I needed to trim. All right, I gotta go. Thank you. Bye.